What's up, Goons? My name is Alex. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Asylum. In the last video, we managed to get through all of the, we managed to get through the intensive treatment care, managed to make our way onto Arkham Island itself, and now, well, what we're supposed to be doing is trying to track down Commissioner Gordon, but I got sidetracked with some riddle stuff because I know I can take care of them earlier. So, well, I know I can take care of them now instead of waiting till the end to hunt down more Riddler stuff than necessary. But right here is actually something very important. This is the riddle. This is the riddle map. Basically, what this does is that it will give you the general area of riddles, breakable objects, and trophies. However, it's the general location. It's still up to you to figure out how to get there. But, yeah, anyway. So, as you'll notice now, the detective mode is now a gray instead of a pink or a blue that we're more used to. In this game in particular, this is a common thing when you're tracking something. For example, when you're tracking the tobacco left by Gordon, or the breath by Bowles, it will differ depending on what you're doing. But later games would actually change this up a bit, and they would instead be like a little symbols on the ground instead of actually changing the color. I believe the only time that isn't true... No. No, never mind.
What's going on? The crazies are moving towards the
anyway, it's getting kind of late here at the time of recording, so I may cut this one somewhat brief. I'm not really sure if anyone actually enjoys me commentating over my gameplay footage. But you know, just something else to fill potential voids of no music, you know, because sometimes I don't think that music is completely necessary for certain elements, and that's kind of what I think this game does. You know, it's very I want to say minimalist in terms of its music, but I don't particularly know. Oh, and you may be noticing that I'm dropping combos. Well, that's because I'm anticipating someone coming up behind me with a counter that I can't properly time. Well, while that was a shorthand version of saying I am not the most skilled at the game. Like, yeah, I can get through it comfortably, but you know, I am by no means a professional at this. So, yeah. And also, I got the future games on the brain where I can do certain things that this one can't. But you know, that's just my dumb brain. And now we get our second look at Harley Quinn, and yeah, this is, and you can leave as soon as you enter the room, but I wanted to leave this in for the sake of a let's play. So anyway, Gordon is here, and we will get to him in this area, but problem, there's an electric gate. And there's also a riddle in this very room, but we can't exactly get to it. In fact, there's still a lot of things in these areas of the game that we can't get yet because either we don't have the right tool, or the game just says no, you're not allowed to do that. So, anyway, what you want to do is head on up to the top of the medical facility, and to the left is an explosive wall. But I am not. But I am going after some Riddler stuff because that is often on top of the buildings. One of the things I did want to know about Riddler in this game is that he will occasionally chime in saying something like, "Well, that was one of the easy ones," or "What gave it away? The giant green question mark." Like, basically, he's taunting you, the player, for not exactly finishing every single thing at this point in the game, you know, because I think at one point he said, or will say, "I would have solved them all by now," you know, because like that's the part of Riddler. Like he claims that he's the smartest man in the room, but he's not that smart. Well, okay, so one of the Riddler things, like I mentioned in the previous video, is interview tapes, and in the medical facility you can find Riddlers. Yes, Riddler himself has interview tapes, but here's the thing: these tapes give an idea as to what Riddler is like. Yes, he may claim to be a genius, and in some respect he is, but he can't exactly understand like general logic, you know, like, well, or no, that's the wrong argument. I apologize. Basically, he wants to be the smartest man in the room, so he changes the answers. Like, actually, I think you're gonna hear it later on, but just know, Riddler is not the smartest man in the room. I'm just saying that. Okay, so now that we have explosive gel, there is something else that we can do during stealth segments.
Why does he need the doctor?
Which
I've got to save them.
Which I believe I start with the ceiling over there in front of me. Like, swing over. I think I hang and drop down. Yes. When you hang and drop down, it gives you a more controlled way of descent, so you don't really need to worry all that much. But here, I didn't really have too much of an issue because of a wall in the way of the goon in the middle and the goon in front of the wall. So, yeah. Now, I will get to... Well, actually, sorry. Basically, what you can do with the explosive gel is that you can instantly knock out a goon. Yes, instantly knock them out. However, that is only if they're like next to a ledge, or if they're near an explosive surface, like when I'm spraying now. Now, also, what I should have done was get on top of the gargoyle in the middle, and inverted and use an inverted takedown on that guy, but you know, it's whatever. And there are some other Riddler stuff in here, but I need to take care of this one first. Otherwise these people will be screaming for Batman for a while now, and I didn't want to subjugate you guys to that. So, you know.
The next armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone?
Okay.
They took someone into the elevator.
One of the doctors here, actually, you're gonna remember from the intro of the game. He'll appear in a second. Just give it a minute.
We'll be fine.
Damn it. There he is.
What about the others? We heard
Okay, so
dead. We should go and help.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of
forgot.
something else to say,
Dr.
because
Kellerman was in the patient observation room,
I had
and
something,
Dr.
but
Chen
then I
was the
forgot
surgeon.
it.
And Dr. Young went to
Oh, well.
X-ray.
Oh, well.
Stay here. Find the other doctors.
Batman saved us. I never really believed he existed.
You okay?
Yeah, I freaking forgot what I had. Damn it. And also, I could have I could have edited out this particular scene, or not scene, this particular, segment where I'm just trying to find all the, Riddler stuff, because I'm not showing every single, Riddler thing in the game. You know, I'm only getting as much as I can, and getting what's left off screen. Except for the final few, so that way you can actually hear what happens to Riddler. So, you know, a live and learn, I guess. Like, I know I'm also gonna be doing this for City City and Night whenever I do that, because, oh boy, City and Night have a lot. Like, Night, I think, has a good, balance. Well, no. Actually, Night, I would argue, well, yes, it is a bit annoying with the, with the Riddler stuff. I do think that the amount is not unreasonable. There's like 242 of them. You know, riddles, trophies, riddles, trophies, breakable objects, and of course, a bomb goons, I guess is the right way to say it. Basically in Night Riddler implanted guards with a mini explosive in their brains, and it would kill them if Batman got too close. So there's only like 3 of them. No, actually, like maybe 3 per island in Night, because yes, in Night we go through the islands of Gotham. I don't really know. Anyway. So around here, I was trying to figure out what exactly I was missing in terms of Riddler stuff, because I didn't have a guide on hand, and I do actually have the Batman Arkham Asylum strategy guide. That has actually helped out a lot through my first playthrough of going after every Riddler stuff. But don't be fooled. If you do, well, actually, brief side thing here. Personally, I go for the pathway that has the red and blue stuff, because this will lead us to anywhere that's not Dr. Young. So, yeah. Here, we're actually going to be going to a character I believe is exclusive to the Arkham series, and as soon as we go through the door, we'll just. Okay, so on the other side of the glass there is an officer named Aaron Cash. Now, Cash, I believe, is exclusive to the Arkham series, like I said earlier, and I wouldn't mind him coming back in other Batman projects. You know, like he's a good cop. He has a good cop. He has a chip on his shoulder for certain super criminals. I believe he is one of the closest. No, actually, no. That part won't make sense, because he's a no nonsense cop. He's tough as nails.
Can you control the
If you try to threaten him, he is one of the hardest people that you'll ever meet, and by that I mean he is one of the few people that can stare down a metahuman and not flinch. Well, sort of. but anyway, point stands. Cash is a neat character, and I wish he was in more Batman projects. And And it doesn't even have to be the same actor as the game, you know, it can just be someone else. But, you know, that's a wishful thinking, I guess. I got no idea. Anyway, so here the room is filled with Joker gas, similar to earlier on in the game. However, this time we need to activate three fans in order to get rid of all the gas. Now, you do have to knock that guy down through the door or through the ceiling, and then you can activate the third generator. Not generator, fan. Anyway, and if you go back into that room, not only is the riddle, but that guy is still alive. See? He's just unconscious. I don't really get it myself, but it's whatever. And this is the riddle for Firefly. Firefly is a character that really only appeared in Origins and Night in this series. He, for this continuity, he just appeared like once a few years ago and came back during Night. I guess it was to prove that Origins was canon to the Arkham series, but I don't know, because like I said, I do have my own opinions for how I would change the Arkham franchise, but I may save that for a video series, for another series of videos altogether. Though, if you would like to see that, please just let me know in the comments. You know what I mean?
There is still medical staff needing my help.
Anyway, so that is 1/3 of the current mission done. Now we need to head back over to the red path. Oh, yeah, and also, every time that you're done with the doctor thing, you will be presented a Joker present filled with teeth. I think it's just meant to scare you. It's not too important, but yeah, it's whatever. They also have the teeth that you'll need if you want to complete the Riddler challenges.
Just not for me.
Now, here I thought I was going to get a perfect ranking because of, well, not a perfect ranking, a perfect fight that wasn't the beginning of the game, and I really thought I did, but no. It just goes to prove that I'm not good at rhythm games, and I lack a lot of patience. So, yeah. But you know, this isn't terribly bad of a segment. Like, the goons do rip things off the walls, but that's just a standard for the Arkham series. You know, like, they rip pipes out of the walls. They use electric boxes. They open up gun crates and all that jazz. So it's never really been a new thing. But yeah, this segment doesn't take that long. Oh, and in case you're worrying about the riddle that happened earlier, that is on the top level, which you can grapple to. In fact, I'll do that in a second here. Just as soon as I'm done talking with my as soon as I'm talking, there we go. So you just grapple up there, and to the right, that's the left, and to the right, you'll see this clipboard. Scan it, and the riddle is solved. Now, that particular riddle was about Hush, aka Tommy Elliot, Batman's childhood friend. Well, former childhood friend, I should say. Because eventually he becomes the identity thief, or Hush, really. Now, Hush is a bit of a polarizing figure in the Batman mythos because of the Batman Hush movie. I'm only going off of what I've heard. I've never actually seen the film myself. In fact, I haven't seen a lot of Batman animated stuff. Anyway, so with those doctors out of the way, we now have to get to X-Ray to find Dr. Young. Now, I have a bit of an embarrassing story here. I actually sucked at this particular segment for the longest time when I was younger, because the idea is that Young is in a corner of that room, and she has guards trained on her at like all times. And what you need to do is that you need to blow up 2 specific walls without any of Joker's goons seeing you. If they see you, they pull the trigger and Young dies. Even though that's kind of what needs to happen in the first place anyway, but we will get there whenever we get there. So basically, so what you gotta do is spray both walls, detonate, and detonate. Oh, there we go. Sorry, sometimes I don't know when a conversation is really gonna end, so I preemptively do that. But yeah, this easy as hell segment I screwed up so many times when I was younger. Now, bear in mind, I was just a stupid little kid back then. You know, like I was still trying to get used to how games function and all that jazz, and especially this game. But you know, I don't. But now that I'm older, I've learned not too much of a problem. Not too much of a problem, yeah?
All the medical
All right.
staff are safe.
Now, side thing. When you're done with Young and the Joker box you have knife goons. Now, the knife goons are not like they aren't like what they are in City Onward. You actually need to use the stun attack, which is that little cape spin that I've been doing periodically, and then punch them, because they will keep their guard up unless you actually stun them. And the reason that they are stunned is because the tips of Batman's cape is full of lead. No joke, that's an actual thing. But anyway, so okay, this is a stealth segment that I failed at, actually, and I had to reset just to prove that I'm not infallible. Okay, like I cannot do this game perfectly. I can do it comfortably, but not perfectly. You know, I'm not Batman Arkham videos. You know, I still recommend that you do check them out. They are a great channel if you need help with certain things in the games. You know, like teeth, trophies, riddles, stuff like that. Okay. Well, since we're coming up on time, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. The next milestone that we'll be celebrating is 500 subscribers, and if possible, I would like to celebrate that by June. So until next time, Social Goons, remember, reach for the stars.